My name is Adil, and this happened to me in early 2022. Something I still can't fully explain. At the time, I had just moved into a small rented portion in a quiet neighborhood. It was cheap, peaceful, and honestly, exactly what I needed. The kind of place where nothing unusual ever happens. At least, that's what I thought. The house next to mine stood out immediately, not because it looked scary, but because it didn't. It looked normal. Too normal. Clean yard, locked gate, curtains always drawn. But in the first few days, I never saw a single person go in or out. No deliveries, no visitors, nothing. Just a white car that would sometimes be parked outside, and sometimes gone. On the fourth day, I finally saw someone. It was just after Maghrib. I was on the roof when I noticed a man standing in his yard. He wasn't doing anything, just standing there, completely still, facing the wall. At first, I thought maybe he was on his phone, but his hands were empty. Then slowly, he turned his head and looked straight at me. We made eye contact. His face had no expression, not angry, not friendly, just empty. I gave a small nod. He didn't react. He just walked inside and shut the door. Something about that moment stayed with me longer than it should have. After that, the nights changed. Every single night around 2 or 3 a.m. I'd wake up. At first, I thought it was random, but it kept happening. And every time I woke up, I heard something. Faint sounds coming from the neighbor's house. Dragging, like something heavy being pulled across the floor. Sometimes a dull thud. And once, I heard crying. It was weak, almost like someone didn't have the energy to cry properly. That night, I sat up in bed, frozen, listening. The crying went on for maybe 10 seconds. Then suddenly, silence. Complete silence. The kind that makes your ears ring. The next morning, everything looked normal again. No signs of anything wrong, no noise, no movement, nothing. I started questioning myself. Maybe I was just imagining things. Maybe the walls were thin, maybe it was from another house. I kept telling myself that, until the day everything changed. I came home early that afternoon. As I walked up to my door, I noticed something strange. The neighbor's main door was slightly open, just a little, enough to see inside. I don't know why I looked. I really wish I hadn't. Inside, it was dark, but near the floor, I saw something. At first, it didn't register. Then my brain caught up. It was a hand, a human hand, lying still, near the entrance. My heart started pounding so loud I could hear it in my ears. I took a step closer, and then the door slowly creaked open wider. From inside, a voice said, "Who's there?" It was him. I froze. "Sorry," I said quickly. "I thought you called me." There was a pause, a long, uncomfortable pause. Then he said, "No, go home." His tone was calm, too calm. I went back inside immediately and locked my door. That night, I couldn't shake the image of that hand. It didn't look right. It looked pale, lifeless. Around 2:30 a.m., the noises started again. But this time, they were louder, more aggressive, dragging, a heavy thud. Then suddenly, a scream, a real scream, full of pain. I didn't hesitate. I grabbed my phone and called the police. I didn't give my name. I just told them something was very wrong next door. Within minutes, police arrived. They forced the door open, and almost instantly, everything escalated. More officers, an ambulance, shouting, chaos. They brought the man out in handcuffs. He didn't fight, didn't struggle. He just looked around slowly, until his eyes landed on me. And then, he smiled, a slow, disturbing smile. Later, I found out the truth. There was a woman inside, locked in a room, barely alive. She had been there for days. The hand I saw was hers. She had been trying to crawl toward the door, The man had kidnapped her. Everything I heard at night, the crying, the dragging, it was all real. She survived, but just barely. A week later, I moved out. I couldn't stay there anymore. Even thinking about that house made me sick. I found a new place across town. Different area, different people. Everything felt normal again. For a while, until one night, I woke up at exactly 2:32 a.m. No alarm, no reason, just awake. And then I heard it. A sound, soft, familiar, dragging. My heart stopped. It was coming from inside my house, from the hallway. I sat up slowly, trying not to make a sound. Then, footsteps. Slow, heavy. Right outside my room. I couldn't breathe. I stared at my door as the footsteps stopped. And then, 3 soft knocks. Tap, tap, tap. I didn't move, didn't speak. Then a voice whispered from the other side. "You looked." My entire body went cold, because I recognized that voice. It was him. I grabbed my phone with shaking hands and turned on the flashlight. I pointed it at the door, and slowly, I stood up. Every instinct told me not to open it, but something felt wrong, different. I reached for the handle and pulled the door open. The hallway was empty. No one there, no movement, nothing. I checked the front door, locked. Windows, locked. Everything was secure. I told myself it was just my mind. Trauma, stress. I went back to bed, but something didn't feel right. That's when I noticed it. My bedroom window was slightly open. I was sure I had locked it. Slowly, I walked toward it and looked outside. That's when my heart dropped. Parked across the street was a white car, the same white car. And inside it, I could see someone sitting, watching my house, completely still. And then, the interior light flicked on for just a second, long enough for me to see his face, smiling,